Hi, here we are back, and I got Dante here today, and he has great news. He's back in school.
Not dropping anymore. Woo!
Well, Dante, would you explain why you were a dropout? Why you got everyone so worried?
Drugs. Lots of drugs.
No, it wasn't that bad, but can you talk about how you somehow dropped out coming from California, right? And then what happened?
Drugs.
No, it wasn't drugs. It was not being able to get back in school, right?
That too.
And
Yes.
your mom, you kept trying to get your mom to put you in school, and she was ill at the time. I mean, about to have a baby, so she could not go down and get him enrolled. So, and so every day all his relatives were calling, Dante, aren't you going back to school? He's a junior. He's a junior.
It's unbearable.
So, finally, after the baby was born, your mom was well enough to go find a school.
And go back to work at the same time.
His Uncle Raymond tried to go enroll him in the art schools because his Uncle Raymond used to teach at Metro. So he went down, tried to intervene with Metro. They said, we're not taking any new students. He'll have to wait. So then he found another art school. Then he would call up his mom, and say, Dante needs to come, I'll take him. Well, somehow or another, it just didn't happen. So, finally, and what kind of school is it that you're in now?
So, life skills. You do all the classwork online, go at your own pace. So, if you're smarter than the other students, you go quicker. If you're, dumber, you go at a slower pace.
You like it?
It's well enough.
Well enough? Is the school interesting?
Yeah, you have to wear a uniform and...
A uniform? What kind of a uniform?
Just a gray shirt.
Huh?
Just a gray shirt.
Oh, a gray shirt. Ooh.
No pink underwear?
That doesn't really...
Leopard print.
That doesn't really bother you, huh?
Yes. This woman could drive a person crazy.
So, do you want to go to an art school in the fall, maybe?
Definitely. I'd love to learn how to dance and...
You'd what?
I'd love to learn how to dance and all that.
You'd like to learn to dance, play the guitar. His
But you're going to be a fireman. What happened?
gave him
Fell through.
a guitar for his birthday. So he wanted to get him in an art school where he could take lessons. So you kind of put that on hold, right? And
Right.
what are you taking? What classes are you taking?
For starters, earth science and American history. Then probably trigonometry after that, and
What?
probably trigonometry after that, and something else.
Trigonometry. Are you looking forward to that?
No. What 6-year-old kid does? He looks for trigonometry. I don't know anyone.
You don't know anything about trigonometry. Okay. Okay. Well, I kind of get the impression that you're not too excited about this school.
No.
I was right.
Yeah.
Well, but you're in school. That's the important thing.
Sure.
You think it is?
Can I ask you a question, please? As an uninterested, very uninterested outsider, Dante, does Grandma ever let you talk about anything? Or you just keep asking you inane questions that we've already gone over?
Let's see, is it time for me to...
Yes, it is.
What do you
They hit
expect?
people, so watch out.
What do you expect, Doc, when you're talking to a kid about enrolling in his school?
Wait a minute. Now, this young man is not a kid anymore.
Yeah, but he's kind of bashful sometimes. What do you expect him
Bashful?
to do? Come and take over? He's not going to do that. This grandma's going to dominate him, right?
Of course. Always. It's
It's the age.
You're the queen bee.
He's only 16.
And you're 143. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I'm, and if he doesn't speak up, I mean, he's not talking loud enough for one thing.
That's
Oh,
because you're hard of hearing for one thing.
Yeah, yes, Dante, speak up.
Okay.
You're letting
Next question.
You're letting your grandma drown you out.
I'm sorry, I'll try.
See, you're being one of these kids that grandma has to wrench something out of you. And this wasn't the way you were on the last video.
Remember, you asked for
You were
this.
right there. But maybe that because you were bored and you weren't going to school, so.
Be very careful what you ask for. You might get it sometime.
So, if you do you have anything to tell the world here? This is your chance.
This is about you, Grandma. This is your
No,
video.
it is your.
No,
you,
when the reporter woman asked
no.
you, she
Yeah.
wanted you to talk. I'm
yeah.
just here as a bystander. I'm
Yeah,
here to
but-
help you out. This is about you.
I know, but I'm making a video about you.
No, it's
You
about
know
So
what?
therefore,
We're not
you're
doing it.
supposed to.
I'm answering your questions, but you gotta be in my face with the questions. You gotta-
Oh, I gotta be in your face with
Yeah,
questions.
That's how it works. You question, I answer.
Yeah, but I don't know your school, so I don't know what to ask you.
Well,
I asked
Whatever
you.
comes to mind.
I was kind of worried. I said, "Are you in a relationship, Dante?
God,
Already?"
wait a minute.
What
Wait
he
a
said?
minute.
You
no,
said
absolutely not.
what? Speak up! I can't hear you.
No.
Good,
Wait a
good
minute.
for you.
Wait a minute. Wait a
He
minute.
actually said he was slowing down on that, the relationship.
Well,
So,
well, what business is that of yours if he's having a relationship?
because he's only 16. That's what. I know your attitude, Don. I know. Your attitude is, nothing is anybody's business.
I
We
knew
do
what I
as
was
we
doing at
please.
16
We
and
do
Grandma
as
didn't
we
ask me
please.
about it either.
Yes, I know, but that is, that is a big, well, it's a big thing. Relationships in school when you're 16. See, remember, your mom had you when you were she was 17.
Yeah. You said Jim got passed
And just as my son was leaving and going to Japan for 3 years. So he hurriedly married her. So this little kid was born. No dad was around. Now, that's the kind of thing that can happen if you have a relationship at 16 or 17, right?
Sure. If there's possibility of that.
I mean, you've heard of that, your mom.
I've also heard of condoms. Seem
Oh!
to cure the world of that.
Oh! Well, what happened to your mom and dad?
I guess that can go. Who knows?
And you should have seen your dad when he got married. He was like, I thought, oh, I don't think he's 2 weeks. And then after that, he did not see this little kid for 3 years.
It's
Oh,
heartbreaking.
it was.
Every time I hear that story, I go, oh, jeez.
And then when he came
How
home,
sad.
he was like the big military guy, and here's this little kid completely out of control, sassing everybody. And here's his big Navy guy not going to put up with this.
Just
Oh my
throw up your
gosh.
hands and run out the door. It's like,
Okay, so now I guess you know why I asked him about a relationship. Slow down, boy, slow down.
That's right.
Okay, that's all for today, Dante. We're going to check back
fun.
with you another day, see how you're doing.